guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me today. If you haven't already, please subscribe, comment, like and share this video if you enjoy it. So today's video is all about tips on how you can manage your stress and anxiety, especially around times when you're going through uncertainty, where there's been changes in your life, or whatever day-to-day anxiety that you may be suffering with. It's important to be able to learn how to deal with the situations, because that will help you be the best version of yourself and be the woman and the person that you aspire to be. Being in control of your emotions, make sure that you're not clouding your judgment. So the most important thing to remember is there's always a solution to every problem. No matter how big or how small the problem is, there will always be a solution. Turning to something that might suppress your emotions or suppress your anxiety short term only does more damage in the long run. So it's important to realize and be sure that you will always find a solution to a problem, no matter what it is, if you're willing to work towards that problem. The most important thing to realize is everyone processes their emotions differently. So if you're going through a situation where you're anxious about your life, you're anxious about your business, you're anxious about your direction, then this video is for you. Remember that we all have control in how we process our emotions. You can choose to process your emotions and really get to the roots of what's stressing you, or you can choose to ignore it and continue to be stressed, but that doesn't solve the problem. That means you're just digging yourself deeper and deeper. Learning how to process your emotions is really a good tip. The next tip is to get out of your own head. I know that time and time again when we're having stressful time, we tend to just play the situations on our heads, think about the worst possible outcome that can happen, but only increases stress and anxiety and makes you become irrational. So it's important to realize that some big problems aren't as big as you may have potentially made them to be in your head. Remember to think rationally. I know that sometimes if you're going through a situation where your mental health is not as fine, it's as hard to see things the way things you would normally see them. It may be that the smallest things might trigger you when it normally doesn't. So it's important to realize that you're going through a stressful time. It's important to identify that you might be having a moment where your life is not exactly great at the but identifying that you're having a hard time and doing things that make you feel at ease, doing things that bring you back to your normal self, and finding things that may work for you is the best way to deal with stress and anxiety. The other tip is to make sure that you're active. Being active won't make the problem disappear, I'll be honest with you on that one, but at the time while your mind is focused on something else, you're spending less time focusing on your problems, you're spending less time being anxious about whatever it is that you may be anxious about. If you take the time to exercise, you take the time to be outdoors, you take the time to do whatever it serves you, then your mind is focused on something else, and naturally as you're feeling that you're achieving things, naturally your mental health improves. Naturally, for that moment, clear your thoughts, which will help you see things in a more calmer perspective rather than going into hysteria and panicking. The other way to deal with stress and anxiety is being able to connect with people, being able to share your true authentic self and how you exactly feel with somebody that you trust, of course, and someone who's there to listen and help you see things clearly. If you're going through a tough time and you're going through a time where you're feeling anxious, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know how you deal with your stress and anxiety, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.